This is the story of a 19-year-old boy who is sent to prison because of his involvement in crime. Inside the prison, he meets a powerful gangster. After they are released, they carry out a massive gold robbery. But soon, they realize that something has happened to them, something they never even imagined. How to beat Son of a Gun. At the beginning of the story, we are introduced to a 19-year-old prisoner named JR. He is sent to an Australian prison for committing small-time crimes. There, he meets his cellmate, who is extremely frightened. The reason is that there is a gang in the prison whose leader repeatedly physically abuses him. He is unable to defend himself. JR slowly understands the entire prison routine. In the same prison, there is another inmate named Brendan, who is very notorious and extremely sharp-minded. He is actually a major weapons dealer. One day, while Brendan is playing chess, JR watches the game from a distance and realizes that there is a move that can lead to a checkmate. JR then tells Brendan about that move. Brendan invites JR over, after which JR makes that move, and the game ends in checkmate in a single move. Brendan is extremely impressed by JR. Later, when JR returns to his cell, he sees that his cellmate is turning a toothbrush into a weapon, planning to attack the leader and his gang the next time they come near him. The next day, when the leader and his gang are approaching, JR deliberately starts a fight with his own cellmate. Because of this, the guards rush in and place both of them in separate cells. JR does all of this to protect his cellmate. The following morning, when JR is taken out of his cell, Brendan approaches him and warns him that he should not interfere in other people's matters, because it can be very dangerous. At the same time, we are shown JR's cellmate again, as the leader and his gang return once more and physically abuse him. JR's cellmate becomes completely broken. He can no longer tolerate what is happening to him, so he ends his own life. This devastates JR. Now that his cellmate is gone, the leader and his gang decide to make JR their next target. Before they can do anything to him, Brendan and his men step in and save JR. After this, Brendan tells JR that he knows JR is not going to be in prison for very long and will be released soon. Until then, Brendan promises to protect him. But in return, once JR gets out of prison, he will have to work for Brendan. Brendan will tell him exactly what to do. JR agrees to this deal. The very next day, the leader once again attacks JR with his gang, trying to physically abuse him. At that moment, Brendan's men arrive and kill the leader. After this incident, no one dares to come near JR anymore. 6 months pass, and JR is finally released from prison. Brendan gives him a letter. JR takes this letter to a gangster named Sam. After reading the letter, Sam brings JR into his gang and gives him an apartment near the sea. JR is extremely happy, because this is exactly the kind of life he always wanted. Inside the apartment, there is a briefcase containing multiple passports with different names and a gun. Soon, a girl named Tasha arrives and hands JR an envelope. Inside it are a lot of cash and a cell phone. Tasha tells him that Brendan will contact him through this phone and that he must keep it with him at all times. JR is quickly assigned a job. He goes to meet a man who has extremely dangerous weapons. This man trains JR on how to use them. After that, JR hires a private helicopter in the city. Once they are high up in the air, JR pulls out his gun and holds the pilot at gunpoint. He then forces the helicopter to fly over the prison. Brendan has already prepared everything there. He takes a guard hostage and forces him to open the door, allowing him to escape. Above them, the helicopter is waiting with JR inside. JR opens fire to provide cover, and Brendan gets into the helicopter. Together, they successfully escape. After this, they go to meet Sam. Brendan then reveals his next plan. They're going to carry out a massive gold robbery, which will earn them millions of dollars. After this, Brendan takes Sam with him to a party, where Tasha is also present. After the party, Tasha takes JR to a Chinese restaurant and tells him the truth about herself. She explains that she is forced to stay with Sam. She is not his girlfriend. She is an immigrant living illegally in the country, and because of this, she has no choice but to cooperate with them. JR also opens up and tells her a lot about his own life. After that, he returns to his apartment. Brendan warns him to stay focused on the job and to stay away from women, especially Tasha. He reminds JR that the gold robbery is coming very soon. Later, Brendan explains the entire plan to his team. During the discussion, Brendan's right-hand man behaves rudely toward JR, just like he has done before. This time, JR does not stay quiet and starts arguing with him. Brendan tells JR to go downstairs and come back only after he has calmed down. JR goes downstairs, where he sees Tasha being harassed by some men. JR cannot tolerate this. He pulls out his gun and all of them run away. However, Tasha gets angry at JR and tells him that if those men had called the police, she would have been deported from the country. JR apologizes and tells her that he wants to go out with her. In the evening, both of them go to the beach. Tasha goes into the water, but JR cannot swim. He says that he is afraid of water and believes he can never learn how to swim. Tasha tells him that he needs to believe in himself and that the water will not harm him. JR finally enters the water as well. They grow closer, share a kiss, and realize that they truly like each other. Before leaving, Tasha gives JR her necklace and tells him it will bring him good luck. She also warns him not to trust anyone, not even her, because she might pass his information to others. JR says it does not matter to him. Once the robbery is over and he gets his share, he plans to leave this place forever and go far away. He wants Tasha to come with him. Tasha tells him that Brendan will not let him go so easily, and neither will Sam let her go. It will not be that simple. JR assures her not to worry and says he will handle everything. Soon, the day of the robbery arrives. Everyone reaches the location where the gold is stored. JR is sent inside the event, where he disables the CCTV cameras. Meanwhile, Brendan knocks out all the people inside, locks them in a room, and tells his right-hand man to guard them. This makes his right-hand man angry because he also wants to go inside. Now, Brendan and JR enter the area where the gold is kept and begin melting it down. Meanwhile, Brendan's right-hand man shoots a worker in the leg. This makes Brendan furious, and he strikes him on the head with the back of his gun. After melting all the gold, they come out disguised in workers' clothes. The police are already waiting outside. As soon as they see the police, they open fire. They quickly load the gold into their car and escape, with the police chasing them and shooting at them. They fire back, manage to get away, and go straight to Sam. Brendan hands over all the gold to Sam, because now it is Sam's responsibility to sell it and distribute everyone's share. When Sam finds out that Brendan hit his right-hand man with the back of a gun, he becomes very angry. He says, "How could you attack your own man?" At the same time, we see Tasha. One of Sam's men approaches her and says that he knows she is trying to escape, but neither she nor JR will be able to get away. He then tries to kill her, but Tasha manages to save her life and escape. She messages JR and warns him that Sam has betrayed all of them and that the police will reach him very soon. Police cars begin surrounding them. Brendan realizes that Sam has betrayed them. Brendan digs a hole and buries everything they have. After that, he calls Sam, but Sam refuses to even acknowledge him. Brendan tells JR that he knows Sam is going to make a gold deal in Melbourne, and they will have to go there and kill him. They take a train to Melbourne. JR has also called Tasha to meet them there. After reaching Melbourne, Brendan meets a man who tells them the exact location where Sam is going to make the deal. Brendan gives Tasha some money and tells her to give it to the parents of the teammate who was killed during the robbery. Tasha refuses to do this, which makes Brendan angry. He slaps her. JR cannot tolerate this and starts fighting with Brendan. Brendan overpowers JR and explains that they are all gangsters, and if he makes a woman his weakness, they will all end up dead. Tasha leaves angrily. Later, while she is returning with food, a man starts following her. When she enters the room, Brendan tells JR that once their job is done, they should give Tasha some money and send her far away forever. Tasha overhears this conversation and storms out angrily. JR runs after her and tells her that he would never do that and that he will always stay with her. Meanwhile, the man who was following Tasha reaches Brendan's room. He points a gun at Brendan and says that he is Sam's man and that Brendan is about to die. Brendan tells him that Sam will betray him too, just like he betrayed them, and that all the gold is with Sam. Brendan promises that once they recover the gold, he will give this man a share as well. The man agrees and decides to help them. With his help, they go to the place where Brendan's right-hand man, the same man Brendan hit with the back of his gun, is about to arrive. With Sam's man's assistance, they capture him and demand to know where Sam has hidden the gold. At first, he refuses to tell them anything, but after they torture him, he finally reveals everything. After that, they quickly recover the gold. At the same time, Brendan kills both his right-hand man and Sam. Now they have to escape with the gold. They take a boat and leave with it. When they are in the middle of the sea, Brendan suddenly points a gun at JR and says that he is giving him $350,000 and ordering him to take the money and disappear forever. JR responds by saying that before leaving, Brendan should check his gold. Brendan goes downstairs to inspect the boxes, only to find that there is no gold inside, because JR has already taken it. Brendan becomes furious. JR tells him that he is not like him. Once everything calms down, he promises to give Brendan his share. But if Brendan tries to kill him, the police will arrive and send him to prison, leaving him with neither the gold nor his freedom. In reality, JR planned everything together with Tasha. JR then talks to Tasha on the phone. Tasha warns Brendan that if he tries to kill JR, she will immediately send the police to his location. Brendan realizes that he has no other option but to agree with JR. Brendan asks JR why he did not simply run away with all the gold when he had the chance. JR replies that he did not want to betray him and assures him that his share will reach him soon. After that, JR takes the boat and reaches the shore, where Tasha is waiting for him. What both of them had dreamed of finally comes true. Meanwhile, we see Brendan waiting for JR, hoping that he will come and give him his share of the gold. But before JR can explain everything, a woman recognizes Brendan and calls the police. Brendan is arrested and sent back to prison. A few months later, Brendan receives a letter from JR in prison. The letter contains the address of the place where Brendan's share of the gold is hidden. Along with it is a photo of Tasha, who is now pregnant. This shows that wherever JR and Tasha are, they are together and living happily. With this, the film and the story come to an end. We hope you enjoyed this story.